Okay, so next step is we have to just define who the heck your avatar is. Okay, so who are you targeting ultimately? So for me, when I began my freelance writing business, I was all over the board. I was working with like everybody from chiropractors, doctors, attorneys, e-commerce, all the way to dead rat sellers. I worked with a guy that sold freeze-dried dead rats and mice to sent them direct to the doorstep of reptile owners. So yeah, now here's the thing, here's the common denominator. What I was doing for those years is it was great because I was like my own boss. I thought this was the coolest thing. I was like 20 years old making like 6 figures, and it was cool, except the problem was is that I could never outgrow that. I was always chasing my next project, and I was just all over the place and I couldn't really focus. I was just landing the next deal just for the sake of continuing to make money. And what I realized is as soon as so what ended up happening is I ended up working with this guy named Mike. He was a e-commerce seller, specifically on Amazon. And what happened was I started working with him, helping him with some of his Amazon listings, and took him from doing pretty good, 50K a month, to literally by the time we were done working together, he was doing 3 million a month on Amazon, which is insane. Okay, absolutely insane. The guy, 30 years old, ended up retiring in Hawaii, like freaking crazy, right? And it was that, like at that moment, I realized, like, holy crap, I think I've scored, right? Because immediately after, like everybody in the Amazon space was like banging at my door to work with them. And very quickly what happened was I became the #1 Amazon listing optimization specialist, I called it, which is basically fancy lingo for Amazon copywriter. And I all of a sudden got to charge what the heck ever I wanted to, and I got to take on only the projects I wanted to and work with only the clients I wanted to. And it was amazing, and everything made sense because, like, if you can focus on serving one individual type of person, all of a sudden, like, you're in everything, like all of the lingo you use in your marketing makes perfect sense. Your entire portfolio, if you have a portfolio of either products or services that you've done in the past, or your products that you're selling now, or your services, if you have a portfolio of your work, it's all focused to that one specific individual avatar. And then the best thing is, like, all your testimonials and social proof will all be targeted at that one specific avatar. Because if you think of it, like, it's different for, let's say, I had a chiropractor say, yeah, Dana's a great copywriter, this is what he did for my chiropractic practice, blah blah blah. And if I show that to an e-com seller, it's just like kind of like, oh, that's cool, but like that's not really relevant to me. Whereas if I show an e-com seller another e-com seller's testimonial and social proof, it's like, wow, that guy's like, this is like perfect for me. He's the guy. So that's really cool. And then even probably the best thing is, like, everybody, like, is so well connected in their own, like, little industry that you can piggyback off of referrals and you could feed yourself for a lifetime. If you have one experience with one customer or client that is really, really good, and you give them amazing results that change things for them, they will scream about you for the rest of their life, right? Because they're connected in their circle, right? So it would make more sense for me to be just a chiropractor copywriter or just the ecom copywriter, right? Like I figured out years later. So because the chiropractor could scream praises to me about the copywriting to all of his chiropractor buddies, right? And that would make sense. And the ecom guy, same way. And this is what actually did happen. He screamed praises, and all the other ecom guys, so all of his little buddies, like, and then they did the same, and it just exploded. So what you need to do is, like, you have to figure out who your avatar is. And I seriously, like, you need to stop and freaking do that, okay? So it's literally this simple. It's, who do you want, okay? Like, describe who that is. For me, it's always somebody who's fat-walleted, meaning they're not broke. I love broke people. I was a broke person, but I just am at a point in my life and career where I'm choosing not to work with broke people, okay? Who are they? Okay, maybe you want to get more specific. Maybe it's a non-broke dentist, let's say, or a non-broke. Let me get a better one. Let's say it's a non-broke truck driver, right? Let's say that's what it is. Somebody that drives truck, they're non-broke, and let's leave it at that. Now, who do you not want? Okay, this is equally as important, and nobody talks about with your avatar. Who do you not want? Okay, because we want to attract who we want. Let's say a non-broke truck driver. But we want to also equally repel who we do not want. It's just as important, because you know why? It prohibits them from coming into our world. It's amazing. It's the best thing ever. So who do we not want? Well, let's go back to the truck driver example. We don't want a broke truck driver, right? We don't want broke people. Or maybe we don't want somebody who's not a truck driver, right? Or maybe we don't want a non-broke truck driver that is closed-minded, right? So in our marketing, we're literally going to attract who we want and repel who we do not want. But it's extremely important that we figure that out right now. Okay? So who do you want? Who do you not want? And then the last question, where the heck are they? Right? So do that right now. Who do you want? Who do you not want? And where are they? That's going to be critically important, and we're going to go get them in a second. But okay, make sure you do that though, right now. Who do you want? Get descriptive. Don't get too crazy though. Don't be like, I want 39-year-old women from Topeka, Kansas who have married a doctor, right? Like, you might have a handful, but like, I don't know if you're going to be able to feed yourself too long, but don't be too vague either. Oh, I want entrepreneurs. No. Get specific, okay? And then who do you not want, okay? Equally as important, then where the heck are they? It's that simple, right? So the where they are thing we'll cover a little bit more later, but they're all congregating somewhere. I can promise you that, and it's going to come back in a major way in a second, okay? So who do you want? Who do you not want? Where are they? Answer those 3 questions, okay?